Hey friends, so today I want to show you a thing or two about basically how we run installations. Because where a lot of people go wrong in the coaching and consulting space, for example, is they tell you what to do, and that's okay if I'm doing and telling. But in order to stand out, you can make a lot more money by actually doing the work for them, right? Like done for you. Now, this sort of installation is a magic word because if you install something for somebody, they don't have to do anything. They don't have to lift a finger. Everything will be handed on a platter, and you have to basically use your expertise in order to help them move forward. So in no particular order, if we look at a business that has to do with your skills, we have, for example, ops. We have marketing. My writing is dreadful. We have sales, right? We've got the front end side of offers. We've also got systems. Now, where you lie, you can make an installation offer or a hybrid installation, right? Like if I just type in the word hybrid here, because hybrid installations are essentially systems that you create that you can allow access to, whether it's WhatsApp or Telegram, to be able to talk to the clients or whatever way, shape, or form you like. But you've already systemized this and you're able to use that installation, get paid for it, and hand it over. And that sort of goes by when we think of this entire business. Whatever this square is, this is where you come in to essentially retrofit your installation into an existing business. So, for example, some hybrid installation offers that I've done in the past with people is integrate an email funnel for somebody, right? Like they come in, we do convert kits, we set up the automations. I then go in and do the tagging system and the broadcasting and all of that, where somebody might be good at the sales side, but they don't understand anything to do with funnels. The other thing could be, for example, content strategy. You might be a ghostwriter, you might be a content strategist. Somebody who's a sales coach might need your help to do a hybrid install of your content strategy, whether that is, for example, on LinkedIn, because they're already on Instagram, or could be on email, right? Then you install your own content strategy into their business. Like another thing that comes off the top of my head is offers. So I've looked at a lot of like recruitment consultants, business coaches and consultants, marketeers, people who run agencies who might have one offer, and we then switch that around to one to many. So right now I'm working with somebody who's doing done for you ghostwriting, and we did a hybrid install of a coaching offer, so she was able to then grab that exact model, which I'll put here is the Modern Maker model, which is what I teach inside my program. Now all of a sudden she added an additional 30 to 40K of additional revenue by installing this offer. So think about your core sets of skills and what you can do here, where you can essentially come in and integrate that installation. And the way that this works, for example, could be twofold. So you have your system, that is something that you do on repeats. So in my world, if somebody asks me to integrate an email funnel, I've already done that again and again, right? Or a content strategy, I've also done that multiple times. So I systemize my installation, and I'm able to do that again and again. And I'm also able to onboard more clients who want that installation done for you and with you. Then you should think of the communication tools that you're going to use. Like I love Telegram, so I use that because it has voice notes, it has instant messaging, and I'm able to basically allow fast access to myself. but essentially what you're selling here is access to you, right? And then the other important part is scope. So when we look at scope of the install, you have to be clear on what outcome they're going to get and set boundaries, right? So think of these three things that we're doing, the system, and if you don't have it yet, you can actually think of what you can systemize. You can have the communication done on Telegram, and then when we look at scope, you get to identify what that clear outcome is and how you're going to set those boundaries. Now, when we look at hybrid installs, why they are called hybrid installs is essentially because it is matching together done with you that comes from the communication side and the done for you. The difference with this hybrid installation versus, for example, building a website for somebody is essentially done for you. Coaching somebody over a period of 90 days is essentially done with you. But hybrid is a mixture of both of these. So if we take the email funnel example, somebody who's got no clue, I will jump in and do that done for you piece. But then what happens is they might want content strategy, which I will give them, right? Which is part of the system. I've done it before. I do something called the 5-figure campaign kit, where I have an open and a closed cart, and I teach people exactly what to do every day of the week. But the done for you has resources that I can then send people to without me having to do that side of the work. And then they're actually doing the work as I monitor, I mentor them, and then we look at the analytics. Now, thinking of that business again, they have the core elements, and all you're doing here when you're doing the hybrid install is essentially retrofitting your additional service to what exists. So look at where people go wrong and what you could fit into their existing business, as the examples we shared earlier here, right? These are just 3 that I use in my world, and then you're able to integrate that hybrid install. Now, when it comes to pricing, a really cool way of doing it is we want somebody to say yes as quickly as possible. So, for example, if for 30 days you're going to charge $1,500, you can split that into 2 payments, for example, or 4 payments, just to get somebody to say yes, right, for the 30 days. Now, the beautiful side of hybrid install offers is that you can also prolong that and come and do a little more done with you, as somebody, for example, in the email funnel will want more access to you to actually do that again. So then you're prolonging that period for 90 days. I always like to give people an incentive when it comes to these installs. Like if they do renew, you might be able to say save 20% if you pay in full. So that's a little bit of thinking for you. I hope it was useful for you today. Go get your hybrid installs done and make some money. Now, if you like this video, you can click subscribe below and check out my email newsletter, which I'll leave in the description. And there's also a lot more videos giving you some insight on how to make money online. Power to you, friend.